Hello folks, I'm Patrick Case. I'm the president of National Readerboard Supply, and we're shooting a series of these videos to help you get the most out of your reader board. These are a great piece of equipment that can make you a lot more money for your business if you just have a little bit of understanding on a few simple things. Today's video is about face replacements, how to replace this entire face. It's really actually a whole lot simpler than you might think. What we do is here at National Readerboard Supply, one of the products that we offer are face replacements, just the face. You take the measurements from the outside of your can from side to side and from top to bottom, and then once we have that, we can manufacture these faces to fit within that parameter and make them fit your sign. We ship you just the face. They're very inexpensive. They come either UPS or sometimes freight, depending on how big your sign is. And once you get them, it's a simple replacement. And I'm going to go through that right now and show you exactly how simple it really is. You see these screws right here on the side of the can, and they attach this piece of angle to the sign itself. And what we do is you take your ratchet, make sure I got it going the right way, and you loosen these up so that they're finger loose, and then you take them out of the way, make sure you don't lose them, put them in your pocket, don't drop them on the ground. They're hard to find because they're small. And once you've got these out of the way, the angle comes right off. Now this piece of angle aluminum, that's it. I mean, that's the only thing holding it on there, and that's the only thing holding it on all the signs out there. You take this off, you hand it to the guy on the ground so it's out of your way, and then what you do is the sign face literally, let me get this out of the way, literally slides out of the old sign face. You slide the old one out, you get your new one up off the ground, take it out of the box, you unwrap it, looks just like this, and you slide it in. Now when you do these, don't do them in high wind days. Pick a day when it's nice and the winds are low, maybe early in the morning, and make sure you got at least two people up at the sign because you've got to handle both ends of the sign, and preferably you got somebody on the ground to help. Maintenance crews are easy at this. But what you do is once you get the new one, there's a tracking system, a channel system on the bottom and the top and the back of the sign. While they're in here, if you've got any old bulbs that need to be replaced, now's the time. They work just like fluorescent bulbs. They just pop right in, pop right out, nothing to them. They are high intensity bulbs, but you can get them at Home Depot. But once you put your new face in, you want to make sure and line it up inside your channels. And you'll have two people on here. Now, I'm going to do it by myself, but we're going to get this down to one end. And one of the biggest reasons you want two people, when it gets down here to this end, you got to make sure that the channel gets in place. So once you get it good and close, there we go. You slide the sign the rest of the way in, and it should line up just flush. Well, I missed it. Let me try one more time. There we go. Now it's going to fit. Once you slide it in, it turns out flush right here with the sign. You get your angle back. You put it right back up in place. You put your screws back in place. And this is not a big job. I mean, this is something you can do in 30, 40 minutes easy. And when we send you replacements, it makes your sign look like new. It makes it easier for the public to read, and it'll get you more business. And I tell you what, reader boards are worth their weight in gold. People don't realize that your reader board, it's probably the most powerful form of advertising you have. We'll go into that on another video. But once you get those back in place, you take your ratchet, you tighten it back down again. You do that to all your screws that are in place. It's all in place and you're all done. You've got a brand new face. It's durable for another 20 years. The tracking's all in place. It looks great, and it'll get you more business. Now let me talk about just a couple of things. One of the things I want to warn you about is on these sign faces, when you get them, because you're not used to looking at them, they look the same. You don't know which way's up and which way's down, but there is an up and there is a down. What we're going to start with, we're going to stop on the bottom tracking. Now the bottom tracking is the small little lip. If you notice, look how a small amount of the sign, the small amount of the letter goes in there. It's just, it's just a tiny amount that goes in here. But on the top tracking, it's just the reverse. It's a very, very deep one. We're going to pan out because the mutuals, I'm going to work my way up from the bottom. The bottom is a very small lip. The mutuals have a large lip at the bottom and a small lip at the top because this acts as the top lip, the upper tracking for this row of letterings and the bottom track for this row of letterings. So as you work your way up, you've got a bottom, a mutual, a mutual, a mutual. And as you get to the top, it's the only piece of tracking that is nothing on top but has a very, very deep groove for the letter to go up in. You see how much deeper this is? This is how you know you're at the top. This always goes up, this always goes down, because what happens if you put them in upside down? You'll find your letters falling out like that. And what that does is it allows the wind to get behind them, knocks them out, but they won't stay in place. That's how you know it's in upside down. But it's a simple fix. You flip them over, and you're good to go. We find a lot of these out in the field. We've actually been called out to say that it doesn't work, and we're thinking, well, we know it does. We know what we're doing. We made more than one. And we go out and find out, well, it's just in upside down. So hopefully this video will help you understand how to know the difference between upside down and right side up. You'll put them in right side up. You'll have a brand new face. Your public will be able to read your message easier. It'll work for you, and this will bring you more business. Folks, my name is Patrick Case, President of National Readerboard. I'm here to help you out. The whole company's here to help you out. Give us a call. It's 1-800-243-6676. Questions are free. That's 1-800-243-6676. We can ship you just the face. If you have any suggestions on videos you'd like to see, give us a call. We appreciate your time and your business. Thanks so much for visiting. I'll see you again.